Are you stuck at Band 6 in IELTS reading? You're not alone. And if you are, you're probably making the most common mistake in the book. Slowly reading the entire passage and then desperately hunting for the answers. This is a time-wasting trap that keeps so many students from getting the score they need. Top scoring candidates do it differently. They use a simple question-first technique I'm about to show you. Look, most students lose marks in IELTS reading not because their English is bad, but because they go in without a plan. They treat it like a traditional comprehension test, reading each word from top to bottom. But here's the secret high-scoring candidates understand. IELTS reading is not just about reading, it's about finding information efficiently. It's a test of strategy. By the end of this video, you will know the exact meaning of question-first technique that I use to find my answers quickly and accurately, and still leaves me with 10 minutes of spare time after I complete the test. This is the method that will help you push your score from Band 6 all the way to a Band 9. One of the biggest traps you can fall into is trying to read and memorize the entire passage first. But it's a recipe for panic as you watch the time go by. You're trying to hold 3 passages in your mind while jogging through 40 different questions. It's just not efficient. The smarter approach is to flip the process. Instead of reading everything to understand, you read with a mission. You start with the questions. They tell you what exactly to find. Your only job is to become a detective. Scan the passage for clues and match information. This simple change in mindset changes everything. It saves time, removes panic, and makes your answers far more accurate. This whole strategy breaks down into 3 simple steps. Step 1. Analyze the question. Before you even glance at the passage, read the first set of questions. For each one, pull out keywords. These are your anchors, usually nouns, names, dates, and terms. Also, in no more than 2 words question type, circle anything that you find that includes all, some, and never, because these small words can entirely change the sentence's meaning. With your keywords locked in, now you scan the passage. Let your eyes move quickly across the passage, only looking for your keywords and obvious synonyms. And here's the best part. For many question types like sentence completion and true-false not given, the answers usually appear in order of the text. This means if you successfully find the answer for the question 1, you will easily find it for the question 2, knowing that it will appear after it. No more reading the entire passage for every single question. Once you find the keyword, slow down. Read the sentence where you found it, plus the one before and after. Now compare the part of the text directly with the question. Does the meaning match? Does it contradict it? Or is the detail just not there? This is where you have to be precise. Don't just match a single word. You must match the entire meaning to be confident in your answer. So how does it actually play out? Let's look at 2 most common question types. First up, sentence completion. Imagine the question is, to cut costs, the company improved its blank. The limit is 1 word only. My keywords are cut costs and company. I'm looking for a noun that fits the blank. I'll scan the text for a phrase like cut costs or reduce something. When I find a sentence that says the corporation was able to lower its expenses by investing in better technology, I've got my match. Lower its expenses means cut costs. The answer has to be technology. It fits the grammar and it's 1 word. Simple. Now for the trickier one. True, false, not given. The statement is, all employees received a bonus in 2021. The keywords are all employees, bonus, and 2021. I will scan for these clues. If I find a sentence that says, every staff member was given a financial reward in 2021, the answer is true. But if the passage states, some but not all of the employees were given a bonus in 2021, that directly contradicts the statement. The answer is false. But if the passage only says, the company had a profitable year in 2021 and shared its success with the staff, it doesn't say all of them got a bonus. The information is simply not mentioned. The answer is not given. The system works all the time. If you want to master this technique, you have to practice. To help you with that, I've created my own reading passages on my website, IELTSTeen.com. They are completely free and accessible to everyone. They are designed to help you with that exact skill, so you can build speed and accuracy by going through the exam style questions. You can find them at the link in the description. So the real secret to thinking like your Band 9 reader isn't about speed of your reading. It's about shifting your mindset from reading passively to being an active hunter for information. When you start using this technique, the exam becomes much easier and predictable challenge. Practice these 3 steps: analyze, locate, and match until they become automatic. If you found this helpful, check out my listening video. Keep practicing, and I promise you, your score will improve.